Hi there, students. A rising tide lifts all boats. I've also heard the phrase a rising tide floats all boats. And this is an idiom about economics mainly. And it says that if the economy is good, then it's good for everybody. It's good for people in all walks of society. If the economy is going well, then this is something that flows down even to the lowest members of society. Now, apparently, this was something that John F. Kennedy, used quite often. I think you can make it more metaphorically and say a good outcome benefits everybody. A truly good outcome benefits everybody. A rising tide lifts all boats. A strong economy benefits businesses and individuals at all levels. So even small businesses do much better in a good economy because people have extra money to spend, and this is the idea: a rising tide floats all boats. It's good for everybody. If there's a strong upward trend, the rising tide is a surge or an upward trend, particularly in the economy. But it's saying that everybody benefits from a good economy. When there is overall progress in a situation, everyone involved will benefit, no matter where they are. A company that is making a lot of money, then people at all levels of the company will benefit from that. Maybe not. I've also seen it. A rising tide raises all ships. Okay, so let's see. Very often this is used as a justification to decrease taxes. This is a justification for right-wing policies. This will defend people on defend tax cuts to people with high incomes. That because normally if the economy is good, the people who do best out of it are the people who earn lots of money. They are the rich. Now, apparently, this phrase was used often by JFK and was popularized by him, but apparently it's been used in the Chinese language for a very long time, for maybe 500 years in Chinese. So it's not something that the Americans invented. Let's see. This idiom is starting to change in meaning or to be used in other ways. For example, the rising tide will lift some boats, but other boats will run aground. That's from the Clinton administration. So a rising tide will lift the boats of the rich, but others will run aground, will have problems. Or Ed Miliband, a British Labour politician, he used the phrase, they used to say a rising tide lifted all boats. Now the rising tide just seems to lift the yachts. So he's saying here that the rising tide, a good economy, really basically just benefits the very rich. And David Parker, who is an ex-New Zealand MP, we all believe that a rising tide of economic growth should lift all boats, not just the super yachts. So it's being used in more widely. Okay, so a rising tide lifts all boats. A rising tide lifts all ships. A rising tide floats all boats. Formality. It's an adage. I'm going to give it a 5 in formality. I think you could use it anywhere. And the idea is the water is coming up, and as the water rises, it makes all of the boats float, so everybody on the sea floats higher. Well, that's the idea anyway. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. A rising tide lifts all boats.